Hello everyone, I hope you all are good and doing great. So today we will discuss 10 things every UI UX designer should know. So most of the designers I have met are self-taught, and whatever it comes to this question of what we are really supposed to do, what we really supposed to know and learn, we all have different answers with the same notion in mind. So here's a video for those who haven't taken a course or didn't bother with art school or UX lectures. So here are 10 things that I believe every UI UX designer should know. So first thing is how to conduct research. This part of the process is essential to everything you do. Well, what do you research on, you ask? Anything that pertains to the product you are building, you can learn about the industry, the technology that's going to run it all, and most importantly, learn about your user. This phase helps you make well-informed decisions from the start, and it is okay to conduct some research midway building your product as well. The entire point of research is to make decisions based on facts and real-world experiences. I have often found myself going back to the notes I have made while researching to refer to the small issues I have been facing while wireframing. Something as simple as what label should this button have, how the user flow can match their users' real world experiences are discovered in this phase. And always remember that research and learning is a continuous process. You will do some later, some now, and a lot in between that time as well. So here comes the second one, interacting with both users and clients. So here clients is the company stakeholders, you can say, and the users we are making a product for. So this can be smoothen out your process and avoid a lot of rework, saving you a ton of time exploring different ideas and approaches to problems. Try to build a good rapport with clients and the stakeholders and the users you are interviewing. A client won't be upfront about something that a friend of yours will tell you on your face. Honest feedback and understanding of timelines go a long way. So keep in this mind. So color theory. Color theory is very important to get a right branding, right UI UX. Most of all, there's a lot of room to learn color theory. So try out some articles, some blogs out there and try to learn about the color theory. This is the most important thing you should know as a UI UX designer. Fourth one is typography. Typography is something that I never bothered to understand in depth until very recently. You will realize how you can use type to your advantage to give another layer of aesthetic and professional edge to your design by simply understanding a few basic typography rules. Making words and sentences more legible is an important aspect of digital product design and any other graphic design of that matter. It's not just what font you choose, it's about how you use it, what it represents, and how it fits into your product. Now coming to the fifth one, how to give and receive feedback. Feedback is essential for your growth as a designer. Get as much as feedback as you can before presenting anything to your stakeholders. Remember that your client aren't designers, okay? And would love anything that looks good. Seeking feedback from other designers can help you see different perspectives rather than working in silo. Or you know that. It is also essential to know what is useful feedback. In some say someone say your design sucks. The only thing you get out of it is slight depression and anger. But if you are told, I think this color would look better, and maybe don't distract your user with these other elements in the background, maybe reorganize the screen so the other pays attention to what actually is important. Now this really helps you, right? So this is how actually you give feedback and receive feedback. Understand that feedback is just another point of view, and don't take it personally. Instead, accumulate feedback until you have somewhat clear idea of what you can improve in your design. Okay, so here comes the sixth one, and it's very important, design tools you use. I have always believed that design tools like Sketch, Figma and XD are just a medium to materialize your thoughts into a screen. But the fact remains the same, that mastering a certain tool will definitely increase your workflow speed. And the lesser the lag between your thinking and materializing your thoughts, the better off you are. Okay, so basically your mind should spend more time thinking about what to design than actually designing it. So tools like Figma, Sketch and XD have similar UIs. and it would be pretty easy to move from one to another with a little buffer to get used to a new tool totally. If you are working with a team that uses Figma, all your sketch talent will be used but little slower. Always be open to learning new software. It doesn't hurt to have a little extra space to breathe. Got it? So here comes the seventh one, where to look for inspiration. Although designs from Dribble barely ever make it to functional website or app, it's always too good to see what's trending and what concept you can adopt to your product. Spending a good amount of time exploring and looking for inspiration online. So the more time you spend on exploration, the better your final results will be. The most frequent place I have visited for inspiration is Dribble, Behance. You can find inspiration from Pinterest as well, and even Google Images. If you want to, or anything out there in the real world, maybe you can make a button work like a doorknob. Correct. You never know what you will come up with when you let your mind flow, and how you can get inspired with something. Now coming to the eighth one, that is design principles. Although we abide by most of these without knowing, and no rule says you have to remember every design principle and abide by them always, but it is always handy to know what effect a certain principle can have on the UI. It's the difference between running around aimlessly and knowing where you want to be. Okay, so knowing always helps. So and the ninth one is showcasing your work, the portfolio. So you might be better than most of the designers out there, but if you can't present your work in a meaningful way, you are no better than most at getting job and finding a big paycheck by client. Okay. So ninth one is showcasing your work, the portfolio. You might be better than most of the designers out there, but if you can't present your work in a meaningful way, you are no better than most at getting a job or finding that big paycheck by client. So if you are like anything like me, you are too lazy to document your work, and by the time you get to it, it seems too old and you are doing better work now. And then why bother documenting, right? Something I have recently adopted is documenting while working on a project. So the research and the approach documented can be used for future references. So must document everything. Try to showcase your projects, what you are working on. This will help you a lot in a long run. Now coming to the user. Understanding your user is the key to build a great interface or a great experience. But always keep in mind to maintain a balance between your business goals and user preferences. So don't go out of your way to make your users happy while your business suffers. Don't do that. So understand your users well. A great way of doing this is building user personas and user interviews. On a strict timeline, it might be difficult to do either of these, but always remember that it might be better to ask the question what they prefer. Your users don't always know what they need, so asking the right question is important. So being a designer, just do not need the right kind of tools, but the skills to engage the right conversation with users. This is important. So try to know your users. Okay.